guys, the Gamer Untamed. Unfortunately, I look blue, maybe. To me, I look blue in the camera. Weird. But today I'm going to be starting a new series, sort of, kind of-ish. Basically it's going to be called The Gamer Untamed Talks, and then it's going to be like a specific video game or a specific topic or something to do with video games. Because I do a lot of vlogs recently, I've noticed, or sort of videos that are relating to life more than video games, that I've realized that I'm going more varied than I am sticking to video games. But unfortunately, that's how it goes when you don't have the video games that are coming out that you want to buy, so you can't exactly talk about them. And I haven't really seen that many movies lately, so I didn't go see The Conjuring, so I never did a review for that. And I never went to see whatever the new film that's just come out. The Magic one. So today, regardless, I'm going to be talking about an upcoming game that I'm super psyched about, and I hope you guys are too, because it is definitely a game that I'm excited for its release. Everyone should be excited for its release. I mean, I haven't pre-ordered the game yet, but I obviously have plans to make it into my collection, and that game is Beyond Two Souls. Okay, so Beyond Two Souls is the product of legendary director David Cage, who also directed Heavy Rain, one of my favorite psychological sort of drama games of all time, with its unique style, storyline, and graphical quality. It is amazing. This game has a sort of unique, it's similar in a way. It's again very unique, although this one is very it is an emotional, psychological, interactive thriller. That is really long to explain. It's that, and it's developed by Quantic Dream, who again developed Heavy Rain. And of course, their graphic abilities are unmatched. I mean, you can look at their previous games; they look beautiful. I mean, they obviously have a few issues with touching up the small details. Like that lamp would probably look terrible, but my face would look amazing if that's relating to Heavy Rain itself. Quantic Dream announced this title to be far above the expectations that it already received, and far better than its previous game, Heavy Rain. It was released last year, 2012, at Sony's press conference at the Electronic Entertainment Expo. Supposedly the release dates are settled, and it's going to be the 8th of October North America, 9th in Australia, and the 11th in Europe. So, and there's also a really sad tale to the production of this amazing game, and that is that the composer who also composed for Heavy Rain, Normand Corbeil, he passed away while in the production of Beyond Two Souls, which is terrible because the music was fantastic and it really gave this eerie atmosphere when you were playing through the game. So now Quantic Dream has hired in Lorne Balfe, who composed for Assassin's Creed 3, which is also fantastic, and I'm super excited to see if they've completely changed the whole music from Normand to Lorne, or if they've kept some of Normand's music and just added, and see if there's a different contrast in musical elements while playing through the story. I'm so excited to be able to hear fantastic and mind-blowing performances by actress Ellen Page and actor William Dafoe, who are not appearing, but also starring in this game. Ooh. Ellen Page plays the main character, and William Dafoe is one of the people that recruit the main character. Regardless, they put in so much emphasis when they do this game. I mean, it was nominated as a film, mind you, this game was, which shows its high ranking among film, and they've got Hollywood actresses, amazing performances, which I'm super excited to see. I mean, after seeing clips of the gameplay and of the trailer, I can safely say that nominating this game as a film for some award was the right thing to do, because it plays out like a movie, because you've got the fantastic voice acting performances, and then you've also got the live actions where they go into a huge room space and they've got all these light bulbs on them in some suit, and every movement that they make is picked up on a computer and that's transmitted, and that's how they make the characters. So they've got the face. They did that for L.A. Noire as well, and they did that for Uncharted, I believe. Not the face capture, but the action capture. So that I thought was really interesting. I also wish to praise the developers for selecting these actors and actresses based off their actual amazing talent and skill rather than their Hollywood faces and fame. Because we all know that sometimes people like to do that. They like to recruit big Hollywood people, big faces that everyone knows, and then it doesn't exactly fit. And I've seen Ellen Page in this. She is perfect as the main character. She is to the point. I don't even know. She does it great. So, regarding gameplay, it has been stated that Beyond Two Souls will be sort of on the same path as Heavy Rain, although it is not relying purely on quick time events where you're pressing the control buttons and that's how you have to do it. No, it's gone away from that, which is pretty interesting, and instead what they've done is they've used a similar format as Max Payne, where you go into slow motion, and you have a split second to figure out where, if for example, if someone's throwing a punch at you, you have a split second to either to counter that punch, or how do you even do this? Counter the punch, or punch them on the other side so you don't get hit or something. You do something. You have to pick the right side using the left analog stick, I believe. So you can prevent an attack, you can use defense, and that is how you make your movements with that slow motion mechanism, which has pretty much been ripped out of Max Payne. It's exactly the same, except without guns, although maybe you do use guns, I really don't know. But what is also an added twist is that the second playable character, Aiden, I'd say Aiden, is a disembodied being. He's spiritual. You can't see him. So he's able to manipulate objects and use them to your advantage so you can attack. Freaking beastly. Yeah. Beyond Two Souls is a thrilling, psychological, spiritual journey that you take with the main character. The game leaves you with various thoughts about what really happens after death and after you die, and what happens to your body, your spirit, and your actual being. So you play as Jodie Holmes, which is voiced and acted by Ellen Page, who was born with a connection to a mysterious entity named Aiden, with his incredible powers is transferred onto Jodie. So when she's born, she's very different. When she's a young girl, she even notices this. She notices her strange connection to this weird spiritual character and notices that she's not normal. I kind of sound like she's schizophrenic, but she's not. In this adventure, you go through 15 years of Jodie's life. So it spans over a certain period of time from the age of when she is 8 years old to when she is 23. And what I really like about the whole storyline is that your actions from the time she's 8 till she is 23 determines her fate through the whole game. Any decisions you make, any actions you make, any consequences will be reflected as the game goes on, which actually reminds me a little bit of, no, it does remind me a lot of Heavy Rain actually, because it was all about choices. Everything was about choices, and everything that you chose to uncover and discover and ask and make this right decision all reflects on, and also obviously time period as well, reflects on the later outcome of the ending, which I like. So I'm going to guess this has also multiple endings, which is fantastic, because I love multiple ending games. It gives much more depth to the game itself. So Jodie's journey has her trudge through heartbreaking losses and discovery on the way to finding out who she really is. And she really wants to know who the hell she is, because she knows she's not the same. She's been recruited by some government official agent, And she's like, why am I doing this? So there are 6 specific characters in the game. Of course, there's Jodie Holmes, who is the main character linked to Aiden. Then there is Aiden, the mysterious entity, supernatural entity, who is linked to Jodie from a young age, but we really don't know much about Aiden at all, because he's not there. There's Nathan Dawkins, who is a government scientist who works with Jodie to analyze her powers, improve them, and acts as a surrogate father to her throughout the game. Then there is Cole Freeman, who is the US government official who dabbles in paranormal activity, like he deals with everything supernatural and what seems to be real and what isn't, and whether it is or actually isn't, or if it's fake or myth. Legend. And then there is Ryan Clayton, who I believe is voiced by William Dafoe. He's a government agent who takes Jodie in for her unique abilities, and then they go on missions together. Woo. The story explores stunning real-world locations, which I'm super excited to see. You progress from forests, the desert, to the highways of America. And you go to, I believe you're in a diner at some point, and then you end up running for your life? Why? I mean, when you have a game like this, supernatural, but has real-world elements in it, anything's possible. I feel like I've actually half reviewed this game, although I haven't played it yet because it's not out. Lastly, though, I do want to say that this game is a worthwhile purchase because of how interesting it is and how unique it is. In fact, all Quantic Dreams games are unique in their own way. I mean, we have another sort of, but we have another emotional psychological drama here, thriller, more like. But here we've got a lot of not just psychological elements, again, but supernatural and spiritual elements that really reflect on the journey that the character has to take through the entire game. We didn't have that in Heavy Rain. In Heavy Rain, things are straightforward. I have your kid. You need to show me that you are the right father who will come after your son. It was always a son. And here, we really don't know the basic plot because we only know the premise. We don't know where the story is going to go. And I'm so excited to play this game and figure out where the story goes. This is probably the most important PS3 game that I'm going to get because, of course, it's PS3 exclusive. Aside from Last of Us, that was a very emotional journey because, I mean, you think about it, am I going to cry in this one too? Wow, I cry in a lot of things. But that's basically all I wanted to say. Next week, or soon, I will be talking about The Sims 4 and what we can expect from that because of the fact that it's coming out March next year, which I'm super excited about because my Sims 3 doesn't work very well. I'm trying to figure out if it works properly before I actually go out and buy $200 worth of Sims games because I miss it and I realize that I like playing real world stuff too. That's a little calm down if I don't really want to go out and kill shit, that I can just calm down and play with my Simmies. Usually I'll just be playing Guildies because I'm obsessed. I'm actually obsessed with Guild Wars. And then my friend is bugging me about getting Call of Duty and I'm like, wow. You're going to make me rage again, aren't you? That reminds me of when I was doing the raid, that podcast, and then they were just raging about COD, and I'm like, yeah, I so know what you're talking about. Claps for Corey. Thanks, guys. No. But I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it informative. And please leave a like, please comment, and please do subscribe. Come on, guys. I'm almost at 300. It would be actually fantastic if I could get there really soon. I'm hoping to do far more interesting videos than I have lately. I'm really sorry because I really want to get more subscribers to actually like my videos and, you know, not just look at me when I'm talking. Do you know what I mean? Maybe? I don't know. Do you like this pop art? I'm wearing a chair. Wow, I clearly don't like hanging up from you guys. Okay. I promise I'll leave now. I'm just gonna go. Bye. Love you guys. Bye. I look slightly blue. No, that's a terrible starter. But hi guys, the Gamer Untamed. Today I'm going to be starting a new series-ish, I suppose, as the things. Hey guys, the Gamer Untamed. So today I will be starting a new series-ish. Why am I doing this for the ish? Oh my god.